She leaned in during the toast. No smile, no panic, just a whisper. "We have to leave, now." I blinked. Why? Her eyes didn't move from the stage where my brother held his bride's hand, smug and shining. "I'll explain in the car," she said, and that was it. We slipped out before the cake was cut, before the first dance, before the family photos I was supposed to stand in. Silence filled the car like smoke, dense, suffocating. 5 miles in, she finally spoke. "You really didn't notice? The wedding was perfect. That was the problem. Every flower in place, every guest coordinated, speeches rehearsed to perfection. Even the playlist was curated with surgical precision. But it wasn't just about a marriage, not really. It was a show, a message, and it took me hours and one sentence from my wife to realize the truth. That wedding wasn't about love. It was about erasing me. My brother, Caleb, was always the golden son, brilliant, charming, a master at making people believe he was the victim, even when he was holding the knife. I was the quiet one, the fixer, the one who got things done. When Dad died, I handled the estate. When Mom got sick, I paid the bills. Caleb? He gave speeches and posed for Instagram. He used to call me Plan B, as in, if he failed, I'd catch the fall. I always did. Until I met Mia. She saw through him instantly. First dinner together, she leaned over and said, "He watches you like a man who thinks your life should have been his." I brushed it off. He was my brother. I didn't want to see it. But then the cracks widened. He flirted with Mia, once, twice, then said it was a joke. He borrowed 10 grand from me, still hasn't paid it back. And then came his engagement, to Cassandra, a girl I dated in college, briefly, quietly. He knew. He brought her to Thanksgiving. I said nothing. Mia said that was the first shot. The wedding invite arrived in a box, gold-trimmed, over the top. Our names were misspelled, on purpose, I'm sure. A jab. Inside, a schedule, a seating chart, and a list of requested attire colors. It wasn't a wedding, it was a play. And the message was clear. Caleb was center stage now. Mia caught it before I did. The way the bridesmaids were dressed, every one of them looked like her. Same height, same build, same shade of lipstick she wore the night of our first date. Even Cassandra's dress, a replica of the one Mia picked years ago but never wore. That wasn't a coincidence. That was strategy. That was personal. Mia leaned back in the passenger seat and said, "That wedding wasn't about them. It was about humiliating you." I tightened my grip on the wheel. She continued, "The vows? Did you hear them?" I had. I just hadn't heard them. "I finally found someone who sees me for who I am, unlike those who wanted to manage, control, or fix me." She quoted it word for word. He was talking about me, in his wedding vows, to my ex, in front of my family. I didn't sleep that night, didn't say a word. But inside, a switch flipped. You want war, little brother? Fine, let's play. Revenge isn't rage, it's mathematics. Step 1, money. Caleb and Cassandra had just launched a new business, wedding planning, ironically, funded by investors. One of them, me, through a silent shell company. He never knew. I pulled out, quietly, legally, which triggered a clause in his investor agreement. His primary funder followed my lead. Within a week, he lost 60% of his capital. He blamed Cassandra. They fought, loudly, publicly. I made sure of it. Step 2, secrets. Remember that 10 grand? I had the receipts, the emails, the voice note where he promised repayment. I forwarded them to a journalist covering influencer frauds. Added a timeline of his borrowed money trail. She bit hard. The article dropped on a Tuesday. Golden groom or grifter? Family chat exploded. Step 3. Cassandra. She didn't know he slept with her best friend a month before the wedding. I did. Found it on his old phone when he asked me to fix it. I fixed it. Sent the messages to her anonymously. She packed her bags that night. The confrontation came 2 weeks later. He showed up at my door, disheveled, shaking. "You did this," he hissed. I stood there, calm. "You orchestrated all of it." I looked him in the eye. "You made it a show," I said. "I just gave it an ending." He lunged. Mia stepped between us. "I'd rethink that," she said, cold. "You're not the victim here." He left. No threats, just silence. Defeated. That was 6 months ago. His business is gone. Cassandra's engaged again to someone else. Caleb moved cities. No one sends updates. And me? I'm still here. Mia and I go walking on Sundays. We laugh more, breathe more. And sometimes, when it's quiet, I remember that wedding. The lights, the vows, the applause, and the whisper that changed everything. We have to leave now. Best advice I ever followed. Please like, subscribe, and share story.